Have you ever wondered how storytelling can be a tool for survival? Margaret Atwood, in her books Oryx and Crake and The Year of the Flood, uses this concept masterfully. Margaret Atwood, a name resonating with literary prowess, has penned down these two mesmerizing novels. They are not just mere tales, but an exploration into the depths of human resilience and survival. Her characters navigate through a dystopian world, and storytelling becomes their beacon of hope. Their survival tool, if you will. In the labyrinth of Oryx and Crake and The Year of the Flood, we tread on the intriguing path of survival stories. Stories that are not just about physical endurance, but also mental fortitude. Stories that depict the power of human spirit in the face of adversity. Stories that remind us of the age-old adage, survival of the fittest. The central theme running through these novels is the power of storytelling as a survival tool. It's about how narratives can shape our reality, provide solace, and even offer escape routes in challenging situations. So, are you ready to dive into the dystopian world Atwood has created? Let's explore together. Imagine a world where bioengineering has run amok, and corporations rule in place of governments. In Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake, such a world is not only imagined, but vividly brought to life. Our story is set in a dystopian future, where biotechnology has advanced to the point of creating genetically modified organisms and even entirely new species. The world is largely controlled by megacorporations, which have taken over the roles traditionally held by governments. The tale is told from the perspective of Snowman, previously known as Jimmy, who believes he is the last human left on Earth. He is surrounded by a new breed of beings, the Crakers, genetically engineered to be peaceful, herbivorous, and resistant to disease. In flashbacks, we learn about Jimmy's childhood friend Crake, a brilliant and eccentric scientist. Crake is the mastermind behind the Crakers, created as part of his vision for a utopian future. His plan, however, involves the eradication of the human race via a viral pandemic, which he triggers. In the midst of this, we meet Oryx, a woman who both Jimmy and Crake are in love with. Her life serves as a testament to the harsh realities of this world, having been sold into child trafficking before eventually becoming a teacher for the Crakers. As the story progresses, we witness the unfolding of Crake's plan, leading to the near extinction of humanity. Snowman, left alone in this new world, is tasked with the responsibility of caring for the Crakers, recounting tales of Oryx and Crake as deities. The narrative explores themes of scientific ethics, corporate power, and the nature of humanity, all wrapped in a cloak of speculative fiction. It's a world where love, friendship, and morality are tested against the backdrop of a scientific apocalypse. A chilling tale of what our future could look like, isn't it? If you thought Oryx and Crake was a grim look into the future, brace yourself for The Year of the Flood. This sequel delves deeper into the dystopian world first introduced by Margaret Atwood, this time through the eyes of two women, Wren and Toby. The story begins in the aftermath of a biotechnological catastrophe, the waterless flood, as Wren, a trapeze dancer, and Toby, a former member of the eco-cult God's Gardeners, navigate their way through this new and treacherous world. The setting is stark and desolate, with humanity reduced to mere survival. Wren and Toby's narratives alternate, each presenting a unique perspective on the events leading up to and following the flood. Through their eyes, we explore the gardener's ethos, a blend of science, religion, and nature worship, which becomes a beacon of hope amid the chaos. In this world of genetic splicing and corporate control, Atwood introduces us to a host of new characters. We meet the gardener's leader, Adam 1, and Zeb, a charismatic rebel. And then there's the enigmatic Matadum Group, a shadowy network of biohackers, and the Crakers, the genetically modified beings from Oryx and Crake. The Year of the Flood is not merely a continuation of the first book, but rather a complementary narrative that fills in the gaps and adds depth to the world Atwood has created. It parallels Oryx and Crake, shedding light on the same events from different perspectives, thereby enriching the overall narrative. The characters of Wren and Toby bring a human touch to the dystopian landscape. their experiences and struggles adding layers of complexity to the tale. Their resilience and determination to survive despite the odds are a testament to the human spirit and provide a glimmer of hope in the face of despair. In The Year of the Flood, Atwood masterfully weaves together these diverse threads, creating a rich tapestry of a post-apocalyptic world that is both terrifying and fascinating. The tale continues, weaving a complex web of survival and determination. Now let's focus on the theme that binds these two books together, storytelling as survival. In the dystopian landscapes of Oryx and Crake and The Year of the Flood, Margaret Atwood masterfully weaves a narrative that underscores the essential role of storytelling in the survival of her characters. They use storytelling as a tool, a lifeline. It helps them to keep their spirits intact, to cope with their harsh realities, and to preserve their humanity amidst the chaos. Consider the character of Snowman in Oryx and Crake. Alone and desolate, he clings to his memories of the world before, recounting tales of Oryx and Crake. These stories serve as his connection to the past, his anchor in the present, and his hope for the future. They keep him sane, they give him purpose, and in a way, they keep him alive. In The Year of the Flood, the gods' gardeners also employ storytelling as a survival mechanism. Their oral histories, their hymns, their sermons, these narratives give them a sense of community, of continuity. They offer solace and hope. They help them make sense of their world, and they guide them in their struggle for survival. These stories are not just mere recollections or entertainments, they are powerful tools of resilience. They help the characters navigate their dystopian worlds, they serve as reminders of their identities, and they provide a sense of meaning and purpose in their lives. The importance of narratives and memories in these books cannot be overstated. They are the threads that hold the fabric of their societies together. They are the candles that light their way in the darkness. They are the maps that guide them through the labyrinth of their existence. In this way, Atwood illustrates the transformative power of storytelling. She shows us that stories are not just about remembering the past, but also about shaping the future. They are not just about preserving our identities, but also about defining our destinities. They are not just about surviving, but also about thriving. Storytelling then becomes more than just an act of remembrance. It becomes an act of resistance. Margaret Atwood's dystopian novels serve as a stark warning to our society. Her masterpieces, Oryx and Crake and The Year of the Flood, resonate deeply with the issues we face today. They hold up a mirror, reflecting the potential consequences of our actions, particularly in terms of environmental destruction and the devaluation of human life. Atwood's novels are not just books, they are a call to action. They urge us to reevaluate our priorities, to consider the world we're creating. These stories serve as a reminder that our survival depends not just on the physical, but also on our stories, our humanity. They teach us that storytelling can be a form of resistance, a tool for survival. The relevance of Atwood's work is undeniable. The dystopian realities she presents are not far-off fantasies, but potential futures that could very well be our own if we don't change our course. These books are important because they force us to confront uncomfortable truths and challenge us to imagine a better, more sustainable world. As Atwood herself puts it, if we can't imagine a better future, we won't get it.